Hello and welcome aboard. On today's video, I'm going to be discussing on how shambolic the Great British Railway is and what mine would look like if I was running the show. Let's begin. Now, a couple of months ago, Great British Railway has been refilled, and so far it has been applied on a couple of trains where the class 387 and the 701 so far. I don't know what else, what next unit is going to come out next. My guess would be at 800, one of them. So delivery is disgusting. Gotta make it plain and simple. It's just disgusting. It's nasty. It's just basically a Union Jack splattered all over the train. Everything just doesn't look right at all. This disproportion. No. Don't like it. Compared to places like, I don't know, Germany or France or Japan, even America, their own corporate liveries as well, and how they're all slightly different as well, from the intercity, the regional, the commuters, and all that sort. They're planning to put this on all of the trains, regional, intercity, and commuter. In my opinion, that's just going to confuse a lot of passengers. It's just going to confuse them. Where it's got the same liveries. No, it just doesn't. I don't think that's going to work at all. And the train spotters, they're going to get bored of it as well. Just seeing the same, that nasty colour just going up and down all day. It's just going to get boring for them. I feel sorry for them as well. Now, I've been working on this for about a year. Like making my own vision, my alternative, what mine would look like if I was running the show. So we're going to go through with it, all the brands and that. But before we do, let me just quickly point this out. Let's just pretend we got plenty of rolling stocks available, no pathing issues, and we got lots of money. Let's just pretend we all got that. So please don't be coming on here and just go too expensive, not happening, GFT. Calm down. What I find kind of funny from them as well, not all of them are like this. Most of them are fine, but it's just them, certain number of them. They just complain about the state of the railway, and yeah, we agree. We know how they feel. The railway is pretty shambolic, and when we come up with solutions and ideas or stuff like that, they still complain. Still not happy. You can't win with them. Can't win. Now, of course, people will agree or disagree of my proposal, my ideas, and all that sort. That's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion, but it's just how they delivered it, if you know what I mean. Like, just go, this is shit. Just add the arrogance of it. I just don't have time for them. I pay them no mind. So if they want to complain about that, complain about me, do what you like. Me not care. Anyways, let's get into this. Now, if I was running GBR, this is how I laid it out. I'll bring back the big three, the original big three. So that is Intercity, Network Southeast, and Regional Railway. And that's where the similarity ends. Most difference is each of them will have its own sub-brands and its own divisions. And I made several changes of the name as well, including the Network Southeast. I changed that to Network Railway. I changed it to Network Railway from Network Southeast. Each of these brands has its own livery, along with the divisions and that. So it's more organized for passengers. So they'll know what train that is, whether it's an intercity or regional. The base color would be the main giveaway. Not only that, I have recreated the older version, a newer, modern 21st century version of those livery of the past. Regional Railway is totally different, completely different livery. Doesn't look much like the original. Whereas Intercity and a Network Railway, it's got that retroness on it, but made it fit into the 21st century. Now, first up is Intercity. By the way, I came up with all these brands as well. It's not the best, but it will do for now. So this is Intercity. This is how I want it to be. A premium, fast intercity service, first class, buffet and kitchen as standard. And yes, I would retrofit the class 745 at Greater Anglia. I'll put a small galley at the end of the first class section, so they'll have like breakfast and meals and that in the evening, mornings or evenings and that. So with the Intercity, it has its own divisions as well, like it was in the old days, but I added some colour with it as well, so it can have its own identity of the route it's running. So as you can see, you got Intercity East Coast in red, Intercity West Coast in blue, Intercity Cross Country in gold, Intercity Midlands in purple, Intercity Anglia in pink, and Intercity Great Western in green. Now on the bottom you'll see a blue one, a light sky blue one, Intercity Economy. I will get to that in a minute. And for the livery itself, I'm just going to use one unit for each of them, just for the sake of the livery. So on the Intercity, as you can see, it looks a bit like a swallow livery. So this one is just plain white, red stripe, silver stripe, and like a black surrounding on the windows. And you also can see as well, you can see the numbers on it as well. You can see 2 for standard class, and you got 1 for first class as well, like you see on most European trains. That will give a better indicate to passengers where first class and second class is. And as you can see on the side of it, you see the Intercity East Coast of it on the side of it as well. So again, that will give passengers clear identity what the train is, what route is running on as well. So that is Intercity. Now the last one, the Intercity Economy, that one is a low cost budget intercity service. So it's kind of like the one in France, the TGV, I can't pronounce it, Euro, I don't know, I can't do it. So it's basically like that. So that train would be standard class throughout. It's set for the last coach, which you can see at the bottom. You see 2 plus. 2 plus is standard plus. Basically, it's similar to a fancy West Coast standard premium. So still standard class, but it just got like extra leg room, more comfier seats, and free food complimentary from the trolley service. And it's also a quiet zone as well. It's quiet zone is standard in that class, and those could be on selected intercity service or additional service. So let's take the East Coast for example. So you got like a 10 o'clock from London King's Cross to Edinburgh or Aberdeen, and then at 10:30 you got like a budget one going just to Edinburgh, and then 11 o'clock normal intercity. you get what I mean. And then if any other additional service they could put on, like for events or whatever, or peak hours, you could put the budget one on and slot it in one of their service. So that way I reckon that would ease the overcrowding, in fact, on regular intercity service if you put them along with it. And that's just not the East Coast, that's all other intercity service as well. So that's Cross Country, Great Western, all of them. So that is my Intercity Economy. That's what I would add if I was running the show. Next. Now here's the other sub-brand of the Intercity. I'll call this one Intercity Airlink Express. Basically Heathrow Express, Gatwick Express and Stansted Express, all in one brand. express service to airport from the capital. I've added Luton onto it as well because, well, it is a busy airport, so I thought I'd just add on to that as well. In fact, I'm going to be doing a separate videos of these as well, like what I would do with them. That includes a new line into Luton Airport, an underground station into Luton Airport, same way as the Dart did. So I'll be doing a separate videos of that as well. And you can see on the Stansted Express it's showing a class, showing an electric star, where currently is run by a 745, and I just go, it meant to be a 745. No, I just done all the electric stars just for the sake of delivery. The same thing I've done for Luton as well, even though that's run by a class 360, but I just used the electric stars just for the sake of delivery. So that is the Intercity Airlink Express. Next up, Network Railway. Now, Network Railway, how I like it, the same as it was in the old days. Network Southeast is it's just a commuter service in and out of London and suburban areas as well. I've done the same with Intercity as well. I gave it a name for each division as well, so it gives a clear identity for passengers as well, so they know what train they are, where they're going, and what route it's serving. So I came up with several new names for them as well. So we got Network Northeastern in red, which is basically Great Northern. Network South Central, Network Chiltern, Network Thameslink, Network Thames Valley, Network Northwestern, basically out of Euston towards the Midlands, the Northwest. Network Southeastern, Network Midlands, that's the service to Corby and beyond. Network Southwestern and Network East Anglia. I've also added Network Isle of Wight as well. I will be doing some videos of these as well, like the map, particularly on the Northeastern, the Midlands and Chiltern as well, and the Thames Valley as well. I will be doing maps of that as well. So these is based on the original Network Southeast on there, but I added some little dark grey on there towards the front end, and then along down the bottom, and then the whole set is white with the red stripe and the blue stripe. These would be standard class only as well. There will be no first class on this at all. So these will be standard class only. They're primarily for commuter runs. For the first class one, I have set up a sub brand for Network Railway as well, which I'll show you next as well. So that will be it. So that is the Network Railway, the brand and delivery. Network Mainline. So this one is a long distance semi-fast version of Network Railway. You can look at it as a Intercity's baby brother out of London. So these are long distance service out of London to Weymouth, Exeter, Birmingham Moor Street, Crewe, Dover, long distance service. Now these would have first class as standard and at seat trolley service on most, if not all, service. And as for the livery, you can see I kept some of the Network Railway, particularly on the front end, but the rest of the train is dark royal blue with thin red stripe and red doors. It does look a bit like Southwest trains, like on a class 450. It does look a bit like that, but I went for that more darker, more royal blue to it. I think it gives it more premium Network Railway, if you know what I mean. Gives it more a premium look to it. It also told passengers as well that this commuter train is a semi-fast long distance service as well. So it distanced itself away from the regular Network Southeast and just like leaning towards more the Intercity kind of service as well, by the look of this livery. So yeah, it's pretty neat. I like it. So that's it. That is Network Mainline. Now, regional railway. Now, this is just like the original. It's a suburban and commuter service serving across the region except London, and it has its own division as well. So you got north of England, west of England, east of England, and central England. Just four divisions, and are also made up the metro as well. So something like if you remember the good old days, the Centro and PTE Metro in Yorkshire and the Greater Manchester area and Merseyside area. So I've done something similar with them as well. First, I will show you the standard livery, which is a two-tone blue. Doesn't look anything like the original regional railway. So I made it a two-tone blue with a light blue stripe, and you got these three thick stripes as well on the side of it, similar to what you see on the original regional railway, where you got that three lines just right by the front of the train. So I've done something similar like that as well, but made it a little bit more dynamic. And on the side of it, you will see the area that is serving, like you see on this class 175, so west of England, serving the west of England. So this is the standard livery of regional railway. Now here's the metro version of regional railway, the more commuter version, like you see in the old days with Centro, for example. So from the top you see the Centro, but I changed the color completely. I changed it to purple with blood orange lines and on the doors. Second one down is a new name that I came up with myself. It's called Merseyside and Greater Manchester Metro. That's in amber, yellow or amber and dark grey with the silver line. Third one down, it is the Yorkshire PTE Metro, similar to the original, the red and the cream livery. So I add some of that of it, but the front end is orange while the rest of it is red. And last, this is a completely new one that I came up with. I call it the Wessex Metro, basically Bristol Metro. So that's in a two-tone green with the blue line. I don't know what train, not decided what train I would have. I'll probably have a flirt on the Wessex one, but just to make it, just for the sake of for the livery, I'll just use the class 195 for that livery. So that is the metro version of regional railway and the whole regional railway itself. Next up, it is regional express. Very similar to the network mainline and the network railway. So it's above regional railway, while the standard regional railway would be standard class only. These would have first class and a buffet or trolley service as standard, and with these service no less than 4 coaches long. These are for long distance regional express service. They're pretty much like intercity, but just serving the region, and it's more focused on east to west rather than north to south like it is on most intercity. So these focus more on east to west. Now with these one, I used some of the similarities from the intercity, but I just changed the color, made it two-tone grey, and the stripe is cyan, and so are the doors as well, and it's also got a dark blue stripe as well. So it's kind of got a hint of the Express Class 158 we've seen in the past as well, the Express Sprinter. So I just took some inspiration from that as well, and I fitted it on the Class 397. I may also do a map of these as well, like where I would want them to operate, and they could be anywhere. It could be serving down the southwestern, Wales, the Midlands, the northeast, the northwest, East Anglia, everywhere. So I may do a map of this as well. So that is regional express. And last but not least, we got Transpennine Express. They are essentially the same as Regional Express, but just more focused on the Transpennine, across the Transpennine, with delivery as well. It's the same as the one on the Regional Express, but I just changed the color. I just put it into a two-tone blue with a gold stripe. Just give a bit of a nod to the Northwestern trains, blue and gold livery in the past. So I took. Now originally it was meant to be a two-tone maroon, like it was on Northern Spirit Class 158, the maroon and gold, but several of my followers are suggesting two-tone blue would suit it better, so I went for the two-tone blue. And yeah, it looks pretty, it looks neat as well, looks very northernish. So that is Transpennine Express. So that's all the liveries and brandings I've done. That's probably my finest work so far. I don't think I could do anything better than what I've already done. In terms for the rolling stocks, I would do massive change on the rolling stocks as well, particularly on the intercity. I would get rid of most of the units and I'll just put them on Regional Express and that, and I will design a train designed specifically for intercity, like it was with the HST or the IC225. They were built for long distance intercity service, so I'll have those type of trains for that as well. And for the units, like I said, I'll just put on Regional Express, but I would keep some units on the intercity, as I would want intercities, Regional Express and Network Mainline had to have some service, to have some split service. So for example, one from London to Doncaster, then split, then one to Harrogate and one to York or even Scarborough for like a summer weekend or whatever. So I have some split units as well. For the angular, I would just keep the 745 and I'll just retrofit them like I said earlier, with a galley, so bring it up to the same spec as the rest of the my intercity. For the west coast, it's a bit of a tricky one, because currently it has tilting trains. I would want that to continue to be tilting trains as well, like a brand new tilting train in the future. So I may just have another train specifically designed for that route, but the rest I'll just have one uniform fleet, near enough a more uniform fleet, a better word. So you've got most of them with my design, with some units as well, primarily for split journeys. So we're coming up to the end of the video, and that is my GBR, how I want it to be if I was running the show. And just a quick one for GBR on regards, I would change that name as well. I would just simply change it to British Railway. It just sounds more aligned with it, if for some reason. So I would just name it as British Railway. At the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you some clips of trains passing by during my visit at Acton Bridge. So you're going to have a watch on that, enjoy. But from me, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. If you like it, leave a like, leave a comments down below what your thoughts of the deliveries and the brandings, what I've come up with, any suggestions you have. We'll want to hear it. And share this out, subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow, beat the algorithm. Until then, peace. By the way, don't drink pine, it's disgusting.